Welcome to Parenting 101, all right, the first show. All right, my name is Dale Pinling, and just a little background into um, why I'm doing this show and what gives me the authority to do this show. Okay, number one, I work, and I have been working for the past 10 years in a juvenile center. Okay, so a lot of you are tuning in right now, and your kids are going to regular school, regular class, haven't been arrested, nothing like that. Okay, I'm out there on the battlefield with what most of you would call the worst, most dangerous kids out there. All right, I've almost been stabbed. I've been pushed, swung at, um, been called, nigger, um, been called dumb, been called stupid, been said F this, F that, been lied to, threatened, had people charge after me, everything, okay? The works, all right? So your kid should be a cinch, all right? But anyhow, I'm just here trying to give back, all right, to all of you. Okay, all of you tuning in, you came here for knowledge, you're gonna get it, all right? There's not gonna be a lot of stories, all right, that come directly from my field work because of confidentiality issues. But I'll be touching on topics, okay, and using my experiences, okay, to give you a greater understanding of how to deal with these topics, okay. So that's in a nutshell. It's really all about me being in one of the, you know, um, most high security places for teens in my area, okay, and being able to share with you some knowledge and some experiences. All right, so today's show, all right, is all about the number one thing, okay, that kids need the most, even more than they actually need love, okay, and trust and fellowship or friendship. All right, the number one thing that can you think of what that could be? What could be more important for a kid than even love? Huh? Everybody always says, "Oh, you got to make sure you love your kid." Huh? Or a father doesn't love his kids, so the father's gone straight, or the father's a deadbeat, or whatever. How could there be something that's more important than that in life for a kid? Can you sit back and think? All right. For a long time, I thought about it, what it could be. All right. Whatever. I'll just reduce the tension, okay, and give it to you right here. Hope you can see. All right. Next show we're gonna be more up to speed. All right. But it says structure. Okay. This is what your kid needs the most. All right. And what I've seen um, as a kid needing the most in my work, in my experience. All right. You can give a kid all the love in the world. Or first off, okay, love is a word that is subjective. Okay, it's not clear cut. It's not a concrete word. The idea is not concrete. Okay, so a lot of people think that love may be, spending $1 million on your kid, or beating your kid or whatever. So nobody can really tell what exactly love is. Same goes for like marriages, or nobody can really say what love is. A lot of people say, "Oh, I love you," but then at the end of the day, they're not even really doing anything to help you. Okay, so that's why you cannot really use love as a word, okay, to judge what you're doing for anybody. All right. So what you need really is structure, okay? Because in order to form somebody, that's what you're doing with your kid. Um, you bring him into this world, him or her into this world, and they don't know anything, all right? you're the first teachers, okay? So what you got to do, you have to build, all right, build a world for them, okay? And in this world, you're gonna have beliefs, all right? You're gonna have ideas that you're putting into, you're gonna have habits, okay, that you're gonna make for them, all right? A lot of these habits and ideas, they're going to see you doing, okay? So that's why it's highly important that you portray the good behavior that you want people to see, okay? Don't tell your kid don't drink and then you drink. That doesn't work, okay? That's not, there's no, you have to be consistent in what you're doing. And the same goes for the structure. You need to build a world for your kid, all right, that's gonna produce the results that you wanna produce, all right? You can't have a kid with no curfew, just running all over the place. You just tell them, okay, do whatever you want to do, and then after that, you expect that they're going to turn out a certain way. No, this is why I say that structure is the most important thing, because with the structure, you're able to mold them into the way that you want them to be. All right? Do you want your kid to be disciplined? You use a structure for that. You want your kid to be kind? You use a structure for that. You want your kid to be money wise, you use structure for that as well, right? For example, you give him $5 a week or so, and you tell him, okay, or not $5 a day, or you tell him, okay, save this amount, all right? You save this amount, we'll give you something more, all right? Now this cannot work unless you build, you put things into place that that boost the likelihood of these behaviors happening and reduce the likelihood of them not happening. Okay, you cannot have your home, all right, just open and free. You can't have a free thinking kid. I would say you can't have a free thinking kid and then expect certain results, okay, to come from that. You can't just like wish or just do nothing and have something produced that you want to be produced. All right. I know they had the whole law of attraction thing where you just sit back, the secret is you sit back and you think like, oh, okay, let me think, and this thing is gonna appear out of nowhere. And, it appears. But in this case, nine times out of 10, it doesn't happen. A lot of the times, parents, may not put any effort into raising their kids and they turn out to be good. Okay, but 9 times out of 10, you have to put effort in, or else your kid is just going to do whatever they want to do. All right, you're going to have a girl pregnant at 14, 15, or whatever. I've seen it. I've seen it over and over and over and over. Okay, most of the kids that that don't have any parents or have parents who are on drugs or have parents with delays, mental difficulties, and so on, and they're not able to put any structure in these kids' lives. Their kids just pregnant, jail, death, early death, you name it, hooked on drugs, you name it, jail, for life or so, okay, you name it. All right, I grew up with one of them, he's put away now forever, okay? So this is what you need. You need the first thing that you think about, all right, when you're about to, consider what you're going to be doing for your kid in their life. All right, you gotta think about structure. Jay-Z and Beyonce, from the kid was 3 or 4 years old. They're gonna go to bed at this time. They're gonna do this thing, that. They have their whole day planned out for the kid. They just don't stop the kid in front of the TV all day. All right, granted, they have money, they have certain, resources that you may not have. All right, but you have to get the idea. All right, that if you want your kid to turn out a certain way, you have to put the effort in. Effort has to come from you. You can't put no effort in and expect, to gain results. That's what I'm trying to get at you. That's what I'm trying to get to you right now. That idea. Okay. So so this is our first show. All right. So I just want to get that. So once you can get an understanding of that, I'll be touching on that further on, in many other shows, because like I said, it's the most important thing. But you meditate upon that. All right. Sometimes if you can really grasp this idea, okay, everything else will flow. If you don't grasp this idea, nothing is going to work with your kid, unless it's by magic, I would say, or just by good luck, all right, or your kid just inherits, you know, the genes of your great-grandfather who was an engineer or a scientist or whatever it is, okay? All right, so that's about it. So we'll be back next week with another show, so make sure you subscribe to this channel, all right? I know I got a lot of ideas, I got a lot of content on this, different content, all right? You tune in to what applies to you, all right? Check my playlist, check this playlist, all right? Share with your friends as well, all right? Because what we want to do, we want to get, all right, the youth of this generation going in a certain direction, a positive direction, all right? So until next time.